All right, and welcome to another episode of Technology Tuesday. I'm your host, Greg Russell, here with Mr. Jerry Franklin Poe. And today we got a great show lined up for you guys. Exciting to share some things about AI and the difference between AI and AI agents and break that down and share with you what that is and how they work so that you will have a better understanding how to move forward with AI in your business. Do us a favor and let us know where you're tuning in from. Hit us up in the comments. If you're joining us live, hashtag live. If you're joining us on the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know where you're tuning in from. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, whether you're live on the replay, and we're going to dive into today's show right now.
All right, folks. I'm glad to be back in the building one more time, Greg. I heard a lot of good feedback from last week's show. People liked that conversation, so I know we're going to hit them again with some good content today, especially with AI. AI is always the hot topic nowadays, so I'm curious to dig in and get started because I know people are asking themselves the question based off the opening, like what is the difference between AI because they think it's all the same. It's like it's all the same. You got all these different names. It's almost like Iron Man. He's talking to his artificial intelligence. So sometimes people just think it's all the same thing.
Yes, it is not the same thing. So, last week was a very interesting week for me. I had several different virtual speaking training sessions for various people all across the internet, and it was all related to AI, but it was different. So it was quite demanding. And one of the things that I noticed was across all aspects of entrepreneurship, beginners to experience, there's a lot of confusion around AI agents and the term AI agents and what they are. So I figured we'd just dive in today and talk about exactly what an AI agent is versus just AI. All right. And so, Jerry, one of the things I want to do, I have an agent and I want to give you guys a sample, just a real small sample, a real small sample of something an agent can do, and then I'll break this down for you. So, give me 1 second here. I am going to look for an agent and see if this is the one. See if we can give it a call right quick. Actually, hold on because I don't think you can hear it. Hey,
no worries, Kelly.
Hey, is this Maya?
Hey, you got it. This is Maya, the voice with a little extra spark from LidConvert AI. What's on your mind today, Kelly?
Hey, Jerry, can you hear that? Can you hear it?
Yep, I can hear it.
All right, listen, I need you to do me a favor. Can you give me a call back in 7 minutes? So can you give me a call back in 7 minutes?
All right, Kelly, I'll give you a ring in 7 minutes. Get ready for a little AI magic headed your way. You got it, Kelly. I'll call you back in exactly 7 minutes. Don't go too far. Talk soon.
All right, so ask my AI agent to give me a call back in 7 minutes. And so it's going to do that, and I will share with you what it did. So one of the cool things about that is you can just give it instructions. And so let's break this down about what AI agents are and how they work. So before we can do that, Jerry, we got to understand there are several different types of AI. And if you give me a second, I will pull up a screen and we'll break those 4 types down. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. You should see a big brain. Let me know if you see it. Boom.
We're good.
All right, cool. So here are the 4 types of AI. There's reactive AI, and this is where you ask a question, you get an answer, right? We all experience this. ChatGPT, the most popular one. Google Gemini, right? You ask a question, get an answer. That's reactive. It basically just reacts to your questions. There's predictive AI, and this looks at the past data to predict the future. An example of this would be Netflix. Like Netflix kind of recommends, hey, I think you would be interested in these type of shows based on the shows you've watched already. You notice, like, if you log into your Netflix, is completely different from somebody else's Netflix. It uses predictive AI to try to predict what it thinks you would enjoy based on past. Okay, so then there's interactive AI. This engages in conversation and tasks like digital assistants, chatbots, voice agents like you just experienced, customer service, etc. And then there's autonomous AI. This takes action on its own within a set of rules, of course. An example would be self-driving cars, warehouse robots, automated trading systems, right? So we go from everything from just answering questions to driving a car. Jerry, how do you feel about letting autonomous AI drive you around?
Not there yet. Not there yet.
What I find funny is this is just me. Like, there's some people who are just like you, like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. I'm not comfortable with that just yet. But at the same time, when there's things like Uber and Lyft, and it's like you let a complete stranger who you still don't know drive you around as
Yeah,
well.
a little
So,
different though. I mean, you had to like they actually had to take it. They had to get a driver's license. They had to like take a test.
yeah.
So I can always knock them out the way and take over if something happens.
I hear you. All right, cool. So anyway, a little fun with that. All right, so it's 4 types. There's the reactive AI that answers. There's predictive AI that predicts. There's the interactive that interacts, and then there's the autonomous that acts, right? So these are the 4 types. And so we have everything from just answering questions to completely driving you around. So where do AI agents fit in? Because AI agents, they're not just reactive, right? They don't just answer questions. They're more than predictive. They don't just kind of, forecast. They are interactive and autonomous AI. So they can hold conversations, ask questions, and respond naturally. So they can also take action. They can schedule meetings, send emails, update CRM, all without constant supervision. So this is what an AI agent is and what it can do. So, Jerry, does that give you a good understanding of what AI agents are?
Yep. We're good. We're good to go.
All right, cool. So, have you had any experience with an AI agent other than what I just revealed a couple minutes ago?
No, I think that covers all the ones I have dealt with.
Awesome. All right, so let me move this out the way. I'm sorry, I thought I was just checking this right more. So anyway, so AI agents are more than just AI. They can actually do stuff. And so when you connect AI to accounts, they can actually go into your accounts and do things inside your accounts. And that's what the difference between having just an AI is versus an AI agent. So there are lots of ways to get an agent. We are actually have one that we are deploying to our clients. And so if you are interested in that, just let us know. And we'll be more than happy to get you hooked up with an agent that can do things. So just FYI, some of the things that we're doing is we have clients who are looking for an outbound call to call their leads and prospects and to have them schedule times to book with them based on their business model. So it could be real estate. It could be a whole lot of different things where you need outbound call. Another one are doing inbound. They're having the voice agent answer, so they can answer the phone and handle it that way. The agents can send emails. They can send links, and so we have a few that are working on where the agents are actually salespeople, right? So they're having it be like the agent can actually handle sales, send them a link, and then wait and see if the person had completed the transactions. So agents are very powerful, and they are probably one of the most things that people are looking at when it comes to replacing certain jobs, right? And so when this AI world and everybody's talking about their job being replaced, agents are probably one of the things that is most threatening to your job. If it's a I wouldn't say a low skill level. I would just say, if it's Jerry, how would you phrase that? Like, if it can make calls and make sales and send emails, like, like
entry level position.
Yeah, like, it can do some of those things. So anyway, that's what AI agents can do. They are very they are very programmable to do kind of exactly what you want, what you need. I think the um, they are going to have a significant place in the workforce, and I think we are all looking at how they can evolve and what they can do. And so, if you can think about it now, if you can have an AI agent do like computerized stuff all the way to a point where it can drive you around, and then we all seen the autonomous robots that they are constantly working on. I think it's going to be an interesting time in the very near future with how we interact with these AI and AI agents. Your thoughts, sir?
I mean, my thought on AI is always, a tool is good, and as long as you're using it for the right purposes. So,
Yes, and here we go. Hey,
AI, don't worry, you're not in trouble. I'm just here to give you a quick taste of what a voice AI can do for your business. The demo's super short, just 3 or 4 minutes. Is now a good time, or should we find a better spot on your calendar?
yeah, now's a good time, but I will give you a call back later. Thank you for the callback. So yeah, so again, it can just do things like call me back at a certain time, and how that plays. Just so you know how that plays, if you program it to have a sales call and it's not a good time for them, it could say, hey, can you call me back next week, right? Can you call me back in a month, right? Can you call me back tomorrow? The AI can just do it. It doesn't need to be programmed for anything else. So if you guys would like to see and experience a demo for yourself, you can definitely do that. It is at leadconvertai.com. I will pull it up on the screen so you guys can see it. And I will share the desktop one more time so you guys can see it. Boom. All right, here we go. All right, so it is at leadconvertai.com. That's leadconvertai.com. Just click the orange button, start the demo, and you can have your own demo with the voice AI agent and see how it can work in your business. All right, Jerry. So listen, man, that's what I wanted to share with the AI agents. Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. I appreciate that. That's what I wanted to share. I think the AI agents are something that is definitely something that we are looking at, seeing how it can change our futures and what we can do with them. And that's interesting. I just got a booked call. I just got a booked call for a demo. Lets me know on my phone right now. So appreciate that. Thank you guys for playing along and testing it out. Cool. So Jerry, any questions you have that come to mind when you think about these voice agents and AI agents in general? I think that sometimes you have the voice of the crowd. So I know what questions or thoughts you have.
so I guess probably the biggest question people might have is, how does that compare to a virtual assistant? Like, so now you have, is the AI going to replace the VA?
Yeah, because the AI can work 24/7. It can, do things much faster. So if you had a list of people to call, like the AI, the virtual assistant could only call one at a time, and it could only handle one interaction and conversation at a time, where the agent could handle multiple at the same time. So dollar for dollar, it is way less expensive than a VA, because you're only going to hire a VA for so many hours, unless you hire 3 VAs who work full time 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure that will be way more expensive than an AI assistant. What other questions you got?
Yeah.
If any.
Yep. I think you covered pretty much most of it. I think if for a lot of folks, it might go back to like knowing all the practical applications they could use the AI agent for. Like, what is the is there limitations? Is there like what's the extent and what's the AI agent can like accomplish?
I think that's yet to be seen, man. Practical applications like the ones that we focus on is for follow up, and the reason why is because when it comes to sales, the fortune is in the follow up, and for most of my clients and myself in general, a lot of times where we drop the ball is when it comes to um, consistent follow up over a long period of time. Because as sales professionals, we know that situations change, right? Somebody whose answer may have been no this month, in 3 months, maybe in a totally different situation, and maybe it'll be a heck yeah, right? And so we have to work harder at being consistent with really good follow up, and the AI agents allows us to be really, really diligent and consistent at following up in a way that's uh, not repetitive, right? So like if you just say, "Hey, you interested yet?" and you just send that every week, right? That's I mean, you're doing follow up consistently, but it's not good. They'll just start to ignore it. Where the AI can, respond based on the last conversation that was had or the last response from an email, and it be more interactive, like if as if someone was replying and they have a specific goal of re-engaging that contact into the sales conversation and bringing them back into the sales pipeline. So I think for me, when I look at it, when I think the application that I'm most interested in is the creating agents to follow up and uh, get people re-engaged in our sales process.
Gotcha. Got it. Yeah. I think you did a pretty good job. You did a good job of breaking down. Um, because I don't know how many conversations people have had around the four different types of artificial intelligence to know exactly what they are, because we get consumed with just saying the brand names like, oh, Copilot, ChatGPT, Gemini, and not knowing the categories that the artificial intelligence, because we it's like a lot of generalities when it comes to artificial intelligence, like, um and all of it's not the same.
That is correct. It is definitely not the same. So, hey man, I appreciate you being here and going through it with me. Did you have any other questions? If not, we
Now
will
we're good to
wrap
go,
up.
man.
Hey man, listen, thank you so much for hanging out with me again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, hit us up in the group at technologytuesday.com. And if you are interested in checking out our AI agent where you can have your own conversation with it, that is at leadconvertai.com. Go there, have a demo, and check it out. Listen, until next week, have a good weekend, and thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you next week. Take care.